All righty. So welcome everybody to Dawn Andrews and Trisha Howard's joint Amazing Race Challenge, week number 4 call. And, we talked about from the get-go that each week we're going to kind of give you guys some talks and thoughts about belief and kind of as we're going through this process. And so we do have guest jewels from time to time. And today we are very excited to have Emerald Ambassador Megan Gariety with us today. She's going to talk a little bit on the 4 pillars of belief. And then when she's all done, we'll, go ahead and talk about what our challenges are for week number 4. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to you, Megan, and go ahead.
All right. Well, like Trisha said, I'm Megan. I'm an Emerald Ambassador. And before I start talking about belief, I just want to share a little bit about my journey with you. Because I always love to hear where people have come from, because I always find it so encouraging. So June, this month marks my 2nd year with Plexus. And I had joined, I had seen my friend Tamara Holloway posting about it. And for a long time, I ignored it. I actually had unfollowed her because I was like, Plexus sounds really annoying. I want nothing to do with it. But I really felt God nudging me towards this. And so it got to the point where I was like, okay, to my husband, I want to do this. I want to try it. And he said, okay, but it only makes sense because you are a stay-at-home mom and we don't have that extra money in the budget for you to do this if you are going to join and you're going to try and cover the cost of your products. So I can still remember sitting up on our couch and we had no belief at that time, like 0. And so he was like, he was very supportive, but he was like, I don't know that you'll even be able to get your products paid for. I didn't have a huge network. The demographic that I hang around with, probably doesn't have $100 laying around for supplements each month either. So, while we were sitting there thinking I wouldn't even get my products covered, we were laughing, maybe one day I'll get a plexus Lexus or something. And so, our belief level was 0. So my main goal was to get those products paid for. And when I jumped in. When I started posting on Facebook, I was like, this is really outside of my comfort zone. And since I'm already doing it, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to do this, hardcore every day. So in my first full month, I was able to cover the cost of my products. And so, that's when I realized, okay, I need to expand my goals here a little bit, see the vision, see where this can take me. And so I've just been blown away these past couple years. It took me 3 months to go silver. So I didn't have this super fast journey. I felt like I was just kind of trudging along. It took me 7 months after that to go gold. And then, it was every 2 months up to senior ruby. I would advance every 2 months. And I went senior ruby in August. And then, I was full force going to go emeralds by the end of last year. And, some roadblocks came up and I knew it was just time for me to focus on myself and what I needed to do to better myself as a leader, to better myself as a business person, to move forward. And so I hit emeralds in March and just have been blown away and so blessed by this opportunity. Seriously, if I can do it, I had such little faith in myself and in Plexus. If I can do this, you can do this. So I, want to pour belief into you. I may not know you, but I know that you have the ability and the skills to do this and to find success. So what I wanted to talk about tonight is Trisha came up with a really cool title for it, the 4 pillars of belief. And I probably would not have called it something that sophisticated, but I like it. So the 4 pillars of belief. And the first one is belief in the products. And this is something that is so important for you to have because people will be able to sense this from you. They will be able to see this in your conversations. If you meet with people, they will be able to see, do you really believe that these products are life-changing? Because, you are going to have a hard time getting people to buy products if you're not buying into it. And so one of the first things you need to make sure you're doing is taking your products every single day. I always think, vacuum cleaner salesman. We've had a couple come to our house before. I would never buy a vacuum from someone who's like, this is a really great vacuum. I don't use it, but I hear it's really great. I mean, you have to be consistent. You have to have your own story and testimony with the products. Now, that doesn't mean that I think you have to have a great testimony to start sharing. I started posting about plexus my very first day. Like, I don't even think I had taken a drink of my drink, and I was like, here it is. This is what it can do. But, you know, you have to be a product of the product. So that's one of the most important things, you know, to share your belief with others. I think for me, I really struggled in the beginning because I was like, you know, these products are great. They're changing my life, but I didn't necessarily think these are a life-changing product that need to be in the hands of every single person. Everyone can benefit from them. And so I think that held me back from, you know, moving faster in the beginning because I didn't share that passion, that belief. And so some things that helped me out were, you know, reading testimonies from people. Early on, I read a tip to find 3 testimonies that make you cry. You read those testimonies and you feel so moved by them that it just makes you want to cry. And so I saved those testimonies. I found those testimonies. So when you're having a bad day, when you have a customer quit, you can refer back to those and be like, this is why I'm doing this. These products change lives. Because we all know that they do. Sometimes we just have to be reminded of that. So find those testimonies, search them out. We've got a lot of testimony pages, you know, from your friends on Facebook, from your family and friends who are taking these products. You know, find them so that you know that you are in the right place, sharing the right products with people. Another thing that our team did to really help, you know, affirm our belief in these products was last year about this time we did a challenge where I made a list of about 30 ingredients that are in our products. So all of our products, I picked out kind of some of the main ones. And I asked for about, you know, however many ingredients I had, 30. So 30 volunteers from my team. And so everyone was assigned one ingredient. And so for each day of that month, they would post information about that ingredient. And it was a really helpful way, you know, because I may not know what, you know, certain ingredients do or why it's so amazing that it's in our products. But when someone explains it to me and I read it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have to share this, you know, the yeast cream with someone because it's got this amazing ingredient in it. So, you know, if your team lacks that belief or passion for the products, that's something you can try because it really did help. I mean, it really helped me to see, because I'm not a sciencey kind of person, like why the science behind our products that really sets them apart from all of the others. So that was a really great challenge, a challenge that we did. And even better yet to come, you know, they just hired on the doctor on staff to start doing clinical trials. So we are going to have even more, you know, tools in our toolbox to help, you know, prove to people how awesome our products are. I mean, we've got our testimonies, which really pulls on that emotional side of people, but now we are going to have these factual science information that we can share with people that I know, you know, a lot of us run into potentials who are looking for that kind of information, and now we'll be able to share it with them. So you've got to have that belief in our products. And if you don't, go out, read some testimonies, research the products, research the ingredients to get yourself there. And you also have to have belief in the opportunity itself. And again, this was something that I struggled with in the beginning. And, you know, I think it had a lot to do with, I mean, Tamara was an Emerald when I signed up. So, you know, I knew that it was working for her, but it still felt like, well, it was working for her, but, you know, I didn't know anyone, you know, in my own life that had found success with plexus besides her. And she was far away in another state. And, you know, I still lacked belief that this could be life-changing for my family, or that the compensation plan was set up in a way that, you know, each and every one of us could find success. So, you know, sit down and think to yourself, do you really think that this opportunity is life-changing? And if you don't immediately think, yes, it is, that's okay, we can get you there. And again, this is something where I encourage you to seek out, you know, some testimonies, financial testimonies from people who have found success in the business. And they don't have to be jewels. They could be a gold ambassador who's making $1,000 each month, and that has changed their family's life. We don't have to just hear these huge success stories, but find some that really speak to you. If you are a single mom, then maybe hearing a testimony from someone who is a single mom and how that's changed their life is really going to like reaffirm that passion for you in this opportunity. Watch diamond documentaries. These are some of my favorite things because it shows real people who you took advantage of this opportunity and how it has changed their life in dramatic ways. So you can search on YouTube for plexus diamond documentaries, and I like to have those on hand. I like to watch those so that, if I'm speaking with a potential and say it's a teacher and it's someone who I think could really do well with this, and I want to be able to have that diamond documentary that I can share with them. Like, oh my gosh, you remind me so much of so-and-so. Let me share their story with you because I think you could really relate. So watch those diamond documentaries, find some testimonies, watch videos on the compensation plan. And probably all of you are like, well, I've already done that. But I'm telling you, watch them again and watch them again and watch them again until you are like, oh my gosh, this compensation plan compares to nothing else that I've ever seen before. Because I'll be honest, the compensation plan to me in the first month or so was like Chinese. Like, who could make sense of this? Like, pay points per leg, like what does this mean? And so, it was hard to be motivated to want to do well with plexus when I didn't understand what the compensation plan truly meant and the potential there. So even if you think you understand, chances are you rewatch these videos and you are going to learn something new each time. I hear that from people all the time. Like, I didn't know about this. And, so in people, you are going to be so much more confident and knowledgeable when you share this with other people. If you really familiarize yourself with it. So watch those videos. Something else that really helps me have belief in the opportunity is when a new ambassador joins is to find out their why. And how this ties into belief is when I realize how much people are investing into plexus and what their goals are, that motivates me even more, to help them achieve this and to share this opportunity with them. Because recently I had a mom join who works full time and she really wants to be home with her baby, and so just to know that she is counting on plexus to get her there, that just gives me so much belief in this company that this can be a tool for a mom to get to stay home with her baby. So find out your ambassador's why, because that's going to inspire you to work your business even harder and to help them work their businesses even harder. And when I find someone new, I always imagine them in their diamond documentary. So, this mom that I signed, like I imagine her in her diamond documentary and how life-changing this could be for her. And so that just reaffirms my belief over and over that, I want to get her there. Plexus is going to help us. And I'm so thankful to get to be a part of it. So believe in the product, belief in the opportunity, and then belief in network marketing. And not going to lie, this is something I still struggle with sometimes because, before I joined Plexus, I remember like talking to some friends and being like, direct sales, marketing, like never be a part of that. That's so not me. And here I am, like, God has a good sense of humor. But we've got to have belief in network marketing and that people truly find success in this. Just the other day, someone was asking me about like, oh, Plexus is direct sales. And I was kind of like, yes. And I should be like, yes, they are direct sales. And network marketing is awesome. It gives the opportunity for people like you and me to make more money than we've ever dreamed about in our lives, to find more success than we've ever found in our lives. And so that is not something to be ashamed of at all. So be proud that you are in, direct sales, and be proud that you are part of this company. Because I really think that if you don't have belief in this and the process, you will struggle, and that's going to hold you back. When I first joined, my brother like ran to my mom and he was like, oh my gosh, Megan is in a Ponzi scheme. Like, we need to help her. And so obviously this is not a Ponzi scheme. And so, that you have to be confident in what you're doing, because when people say things like that, you need to be like, listen, there's real potential here, and you can really find success in this. So belief in network marketing and just the power it has to help you find more success than pretty much any other job that I know. And then belief in yourself. And I know you guys have talked about belief in yourself, but this is so, so important. And again, something I didn't realize early on. Your mindset is everything. If you believe you're going to do something, you're going to do it. If you believe you can't do it, then you're not going to do it. I have people on my team who are like, oh, I'm going to try to get to Leaders Retreat. And I'm like, no, you are not going to try to get to Leaders Retreat. You are getting to Leaders Retreat. Because if you're telling me you're going to try to get to Leaders Retreat, I can guarantee you're not going to, because you need to have 100% belief that you can get there. And so that's something that I try to instill in people, like, speak words of affirmation over yourself, speak, positive affirmations over yourself. Don't let negative self-talk come into your mind. You're going to have negativity from other places. Don't let it be from you. So, just believe in yourself, believe in your team, because we all struggle with belief at some point. I remember in Jennifer Leaf's Diamond documentary, I believe that's where it was from, she talked about how her sponsor had, she said, you can borrow my belief when you struggle. Like, because Jennifer struggled with her belief in herself and how she could do well with this. And her sponsor was right there to believe in her. And, that is what people need sometimes to keep them going. So have belief in your team, encourage them, motivate them, because they need that from you, whether or not they express it. So I always try to be encouraging to people and help them stay positive in their journey. But that's kind of what I wanted to go over on the 4 pillars of belief. Yeah.
It's our new technical. Great.
I like it.
I know, it worked great. Well, thank you so much, Megan. Does anybody have any questions for Megan at all before we let her go? And then we'll go on to the challenge. Everyone gets quiet when you ask that question. So
I'm just going to randomly call on someone.
Oh, it's like school.
Yeah. Should I?
You could.
Yeah. I think Jessica looked like she was into it. I liked it. Jessica, questions.
How
did I know you were going to call on me?
Did you tell where I was looking on my screen?
I swear I could. I think, because I feel I can relate a lot to what you were saying. Not that, like, I feel like I have a lot of belief in myself and in my team, but we've been talking a lot to my team about mindset. And so a lot of what you're saying was definitely hitting home. I feel like
Oh no, guys. Did I just lose everybody? Sorry, I was muted too. That was fun. Sorry about that, you guys. My internet went down, so I'm like, I don't know what the heck happened. So sorry about that. Let's see, hang on. Now it's got everybody muted. No, Megan, are you able to talk at all?
Yeah, sorry. I just heard Jessica said it really hit home, and then I lost it.
I know. It was like all of a sudden, it was like I had no internet. It said internet unstable and
goodbye. Yeah.
So, sorry about that, Jess. No,
it's okay. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one who got kicked off.
No, so did I.
Well, it got quiet all of a sudden, and then I looked up at the top, and it said internet connection unstable, and then all of a sudden everything was gone. So anyway, so I got the part that you said it hit home because you were talking about belief and
Yeah. So, I mean, I wish I had more of like a direct question for you. I was just really like, that's something that we really pour into our team about, mindset and, the negativity around us, like with me, like my family's not very supportive. So for me, that's something that like I wanted to really, make sure that my team knew that it's okay that if your family and your closest friends don't support you, but if you have that mindset in yourself and that positivity, then you will get there, So I was just all about what you just said.
Good. Yes, and my family was not very supportive either. Some of them still are not. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've all got a few of those in our lives, don't we?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to avoid it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to meet you again, Miss Jess. Okay. Well, Megan, I think we've probably got, I don't see any other chat in there of anybody. So if you want to, you can stick around after I stop the recording to kind of go through the challenge, or you're more than welcome to jump off. It's up to you.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. And it was great to see some new faces. So
I know. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Megan.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. I'm stopping the recording.